Hi, happy Friday. I hope everybody's had a lovely, relaxing, festive period and a fresh start to the new year and all that jazz. I've had a emotionally charged last few days, if I'm honest. Peaked on my birthday on New Year's Eve and completely caught myself off guard with these feelings, this pain and sadness that kept coming over me. The song that I used in my last Sky video, Joyful, Joyful, from Sister Act 2, when I heard the first line of it on my birthday, I just burst out crying. It brought back so much. It was like vomiting sadness through my nose and mouth. Yeah, and really sort of set off a string of self-reflections or awarenesses within myself of things that I'd not quite healed, and it carried on like that later on in the day as well. And yeah, I had a little bit of a pity party for myself, even though the external was quite a nice little birthday, and I got what I wanted, which was some time on my own. But I kind of felt bad about that as well, because it's like, most mums, maybe they're going shopping on the birthday, or they might be going for a spa day, or maybe they're going out to the town with girls, on a Saturday night. And it's like, what's mum doing on her birthday? And like, me, I will be in my bedroom with the curtains shut and, a salt light on and some candles, after a spliff, reading, writing, meditating and listening to music like a teenage girl. And that's how I will always want to spend my free time. But yeah, I had some guilt around that wish. So the whole day was sort of me scrambling between this old pattern of people pleasing and the new awareness that to serve the self first is the way to go, not in a selfish way, but in a meet your own fucking needs before you can meet any other needs. So yeah, and I listened to a video from Amanda Flaker this morning, who I really love her, and I listen to her on and off, and she talks a lot about empaths and the lack matrix, and I completely get it. And this morning she was talking about not just like the empath narcissist vibe, which we've all spoken about, but the empath to empath vibe as well. And it was really interesting, so I'll put that down if anybody's searching for something interesting. I found that quite helpful. But yeah, just these subtle energy lessons, and for me, acknowledging a lot more of the old the parts I'm stuck on. And then later on in the day as well, on my birthday, I chose to consciously try and have an experience and surrender. And I was just so aware of the resistance as well. And I think what's coming for me next in my journey is it's going to have to be, it's the integrating in the physical body, which I've always had some wall and boundary up against. I've not even looked at certain information that I know I should, because I know that once I look at it, I'm going to have to make the change straight away. So, like the diet and nutrition and, certain other things, health related. And even it's like, I know there's fluoride in the water, in the tap water, but I still drink it, just stupid things like that. So, yeah, I just need to integrate into the physical body instead of viewing it as completely sort of irrelevant and separately. So during my meditation the other day, I became aware of that a lot of my resistance to the surrender of the experience is my breath work is horrendous. Like, I hold my breath all the time. This is a way that I conditioned myself, or I became to be through my external environment, was on guard, vigilant, holding my breath, muscles tensed, ready to whatever. Whoosh. And I notice it during my videos as well. I'm wheezing like a bitch sometimes. That was a dog who keeps shitting inside now he's getting old, and it's becoming a joke. He shits on the same piece of floor every day, and I'm like vomiting and cleaning shit up off the floor. So bless him, and he's like 14, so he's not got long left anyway. And he fucking vomited up some sausages earlier. Sausages. Yeah, so yes, I am becoming aware that the body is part of this, and I know why I chose to disconnect, but I'm learning that I have to integrate now, and the breath work is one that is going to get me there, and it's what's stopping me from getting there so far. So I've been doing a lot more conscious meditations, and before I go to bed, you know, like doing some clearing meditations or some guided before sleep meditations or some chakra meditations or whatever. And I've got this Muse headband, which I've had for a couple of years, which for my own little ego, you know, I like to beat myself on things like you get these points when you're in the Zen frame. The thing records your brain waves, you know, on the thing. It's pretty cool. And you get birds when you're in the zone, so when I hear the birds I'm like, yeah, and then I count them at the end, and then I try and beat it. So but yeah, so I've needed to do that, and I've also been aware that I've been relying on technology too much for the last few weeks. You know, things like that as well to help me meditate, things to help me get in the zone when, you know, I'm sleeping. I find it much harder right now to be completely clear and free from music or sound or visual. So just acknowledging it. I've been carrying on a few threads of inquiry, you know, the things that I've got grand plans for thinking about. I'm nowhere near asked about talking about it. And yeah, I've what I have got more than anything is just almost complete faith and trust. You know, it's like I no longer think or worry about what's to come or what's been. You know, I am pretty much right here, right now, be that good, bad, or ugly, you know. So anyway, I hope everybody's feeling alright, and yeah, it was just a bit of a ramble for my own self-meditation, really. It's been a difficult couple of days, yeah, but again, there's these things that I have in my head that I need to be doing, and I continue to not quite seriously start anything, and that's my problem. You know, on the 1st of January, I was like, I'm going to do a load of videos today, and then I'm going to start a Patreon, and then I'm going to blah, 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 and then, you know, I didn't, because I was tired and was playing shit with my kids. And then the next day, you know, it's almost as if I feel like I've missed the boat, because if you've got to go on it, haven't you, that energy, when you've got it, and you've got that inspiration, it's like, do it now. But anyway, the plans are forming. It's just I'm waiting for myself to catch up and get some goddamn self-worth and fucking balls. So this song is amazing. I was trying to find it for my Sky stuff, but I can't download it for whatever. Beautiful. Anyway, I hope everybody's feeling lovely, and I love the little YouTube community. I've been listening to not much actually over the last few days, but loads of All to Love TV with MJ, which I just fucking love. It's like, I feel like that's where my people are as well, you know. It's like I've got my soul support here as well, but, you know, flick over there and everybody's sort of going through the same shit together, which is the most amazing feeling. And it's just like, It's amazing because, again, you know, things that have been going through my mind, sometimes if I don't speak it out, somebody else will. And I heard so much the other day about, and it wasn't even supposed to be about this, but some parenting chat, and I was so with it, and I was like, yes, 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 yes. And these are all sort of things that were coming to me during the awakening. And, you know, things like it's the mothers that are going to change the world. It's the women. It's the mothers. If we can make ourselves whole and heal and not perpetuate trauma by, you know, giving of trauma or the emittance, you know, the withdrawal or the blind eye, the ignoring shit, whether that's abuse from father or somebody else or whatever it is, you know, if we can sort ourselves, we won't fuck our kids up consciously or subconsciously, and the next generation will be much more prepared to tackle, you know, the problems of the world, because they won't first have to free themselves. Hopefully, you know, they'll be pretty whole. That's what I'm hoping anyway, you know. And God, I'm so proud of my kids. Sometimes I wish sometimes that that I could kind of show them off in a way, because I don't have social media anymore, and I don't really exist in other people's eyes. I was laughing about that and then crying on my birthday, because like the only person that remembered it was my birthday was Tim, Temple of Stone on YouTube. Bless him. You know, I got one text later on in the day. But yeah, you know, because I'm not on Facebook, you know, I don't get any spotlight on me. But then I fucking found out the other day that one of the school mums found my videos, and I was like, ugh. God, you know, because I felt like I'd got somewhere private to talk shit about anything, and, you know, I still have to do it, and it's like tough shit, and she probably won't even watch again, because why would she? But when you Google my name, this channel doesn't come up, but when you put my name into YouTube, it fucking does come up, so I need to change it, because I thought I'd changed it, and I thought I was sort of incognito again, you know, under the radar, and then it's like, you know, and I'm telling the truth, I can stand up for anything. Again, this is just my journal of my own experiences, and I am a weirdo, and, you know, and so, yeah. But my kids, yeah, I'd love to sort of show you my kids, because they are so full of life and so incredibly wonderful. I'm just absolutely beaming inside at them and watching them grow, and it's just the best thing ever and the hardest thing ever. So use contraception, everybody. But yeah, seriously, there's a lot that needs to be acknowledged from the women in terms of parenting and allowance, what some weak women will allow, and how damaging that is, you know. So anywho, that ended on a sour note. I'm gonna get off. Happy freaking Friday or whatever. Number synchronicities have been crazy. Oh, and the sky is wild at the moment. And the other night when I was outside, and the kid's dad saw this as well, there was a cluster of stars, and they were going up one at a time like that, but they were white. They were probably planes or drones or something, but it was the strangest thing I'd ever seen. It was like some convoy of white moving lights in the sky that seemed to be silent and, you know, quick. So that was interesting. I did a bit, I'm sorry. And the other day, the sky was featureless in terms of there were no definitive clouds. I couldn't see the sun or anything. It was just a haze, but it was, you know, a haze of different colour palettes. So it's just so bloody beautiful. Yep. Anyway, right, blah blah. 1444. Eddie Happy Friday. Bye.